And we switch over and we try it again.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Never getting it right on the first try lately, but
Nope.
getting it right eventually. Happy New Year's 2024. Holy shit. That's crazy. I can't tell you. So you've seen the crazy movie collection over there. I'm going to say at least 10 of those movies take place in a dystopian future that is behind us now. Like 2020, 2019. Like, I don't think any of those future movies, like some of them are like 2050, but none of them are like 2024. I think Blade Runner was like 2024 or something.
You would know
like that.
better than me. I'm not up on the OG Blade Run.
A lot of these sci-fi movies that came out in like the 80s and 90s, like the future ones, take place in like a futuristic 2019, 20, 21, like years that have passed at this point. For instance, Back to the Future. I think that's like 2018 is when that takes place. Is that crazy?
I think 19.
19. So yeah,
That's the one. That's like the one of the few that I know. Demolition Man was like, I think somewhere around right here too.
yeah, it's probably 2024. It's just
Or
like,
even like 2030s. I want to
yeah,
say.
yeah. Close
Something
enough to
like
where you're
that.
like, hey, come on, man.
And it's like, I don't care what nobody say. Demolition Man's the one that got it the most right out of anybody. To be fair,
because they said Arnold was going to be the president one day.
they said Arnold was going to be the president one day. They said that Taco Bell was going to be the main restaurant over all things.
Has any of this happened?
Yes, of course it has. Of course it has. Just think about it. And then fucking, they had like self-driving cars. They had self-driving cars. Fucking, you couldn't swear anymore. Fucking, speech was becoming censored to where you would even get tickets in real life.
Yeah.
Fucking, nobody was using toilet paper anymore. They were using the 3 seashells, which I got a bidet. So
I feel
fucking
like
it's close enough.
I feel like none of these movies
It's
were
close
like,
enough.
appropriately futuristic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
you gotta make it stretch a little bit. You know, it's like putting egg or milk in your eggs. You
I
gotta
feel
make
like
it stretch.
they all had flying cars, right? Like every
For
single
the
one of
most
them had
part.
flying cars, but we're not even close to flying cars. We're not even in the fucking
I do not want flying cars. Fucking, you see how people drive on the fucking freeway as it is. I
mean-
don't want them motherfuckers in the air.
To be fair, an airplane kind of just is a flying car. It's just not shaped the same
Yeah,
way
it's
or
just
whatever.
driven by a professional.
Yeah. Yeah. But like there's plenty of things that are like far more futuristic than exist in those movies. Like all the screens in those movies are like NTSC screens. Like nothing's like flat screen or touch screen or anything
Oh,
like
I
that.
love watching a movie like that too, where it's like an '80s movie about the future, and like it's like a fucking TV screen that like you
Yeah.
would watch, like
Like
you would
it-
have barely played Nintendo on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's like an arcade screen
For sure. Like or like a tube amp that's like this big and shit like that. And you're like, yeah, well, probably that would have become extinct.
Hackers was one of my guilty pleasures for sure.
Hackers. I remember Hackers being the one thing I remember about Hackers that stuck out in my mind is that the good guys were rollerbladers and the bad guy was a skateboarder. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, fuck this movie.
You're right. I didn't really piece that together.
Fuck these rollerbladers.
But you also got to see Angelina Jolie's tits.
she
So,
was
There's a trade off.
young in that one too, huh? That was a young fly Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
In a
Short haired, like a fucking like a calico.
But yeah, future movies, the phones are always dumb in future movies. Like
Yeah.
no one had the phone right.
No one really predicted like social media shit.
I mean, social media even is like that it would be harder to like fit that in the thing unless it was like a plot point. But like no one had the phone right. Like everyone still thought phones were going to be like either
Like phone shaped.
phone shaped or like you were just going to press your ear and
Yeah.
talk into your ear or whatever. But no one like pictured that a little thing would have the internet on it and all the stuff we wanted.
And I love the innocence of like imagining like, okay, we're gonna have phones where we can talk through intergalactic space and time, but you still got to use them like a walkie-talkie.
And you know what's crazy is that like a lot of the things that are futuristic in those movies like were hella futuristic to me until like they weren't. So basically
Yeah.
like video messaging. So like in Total Recall or in Demolition Man, when he's talking on the phone and he's talking to a video of someone, I remember being like, wow, that's fucking crazy, man. That's real future shit. And then all of a sudden you're FaceTiming
you're like,
and you just aren't even thinking about the fact that like, oh yeah, that's exactly what they were doing on Total Recall.
Fuck yeah.
This is the future. My whole shit is, like I said, that fucking little Nintendo emulator thing in there, it's about the size of 2 of these phones, maybe a little thicker. Fucking thing has 30,000 arcade games on it. It's like every arcade game I ever played when I was a kid, and I could just go through and fucking map the buttons and play on my own joystick. Like, that's the most futuristic shit in the world. If you would have told me, yeah, like this whole arcade, if we were just in Nickel City and you were like, yeah, you could play all this shit at your house on a little Nintendo thing, I would be like, fuck you, that's not happening. What's up? Happy New Year, Nerg, Pixie, motherfucking Cappuccino, my boy Mandrew's in this bitch Sunday, Venom, and of course Powers. What's up, man?
All the folks in them.
My folks. I hope you guys had a fucking happy New Year's Eve. I don't ever do shit for New Year's Eve anymore. I haven't for the last like 4 years. I'm literally at home watching the countdown on the news with my dogs, and
I rarely even stay up for New Year's anymore, and that's not because I'm like on some like cool old man shit. I'm just like I'm genuinely like tired, and I'm like, what am I staying up for? I'm staying up. Like, I feel like it's a young man's game.
It is a young man's game for sure.
You know, and like even then when I was a younger man, fucking I didn't really like take full advantage of it, like because I always was just like, I want to have a good time, but kind of on the cheap, and also I don't want to be stuck in around a lot of people. And New Year's it like doesn't fit any of those criteria.
Pretty much, yeah. My New Year's thing when I was younger was we used to like take hallucinogenics and go to a concert. That would be, and then the one that we went to like multiple times was Les Claypool would do like New Year's Eve shows. There's like Les Claypool's Flying Frogs Brigade and like shit like that, just random like not Primus but Les Claypool stuff. And always super fun, always a blast. And then outside of that, like used to be fireworks shit, beach fireworks maybe, I don't know, but it's cold, fuck that. I was telling you, I was watching the fucking people in New York, and then someone was saying they had to get there at like 10 in the morning to even be on that street at midnight. It's like, what the wait a minute. Hold on. You got to go there at 10 a.m. so that you could be there at midnight? Fuck that. And the whole time I'm just thinking, these people got to be fucking freezing ass cold.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. That's the advantage of growing up a poor. That's where that comes in, because you just know like, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to waste my time and energy on a bunch of bullshit.
That's not for me. I've got enough money for that to be safe or healthy. We used to do Tahoe too. Tahoe was also fun.
Yeah. No, yeah, like camping's probably the best move. Like, and then yeah, just doing shit at home's the best move for sure. Like going out, like there's I guess there is an appeal to it, but at the same time it's like it's like one of the most like you know, it's a night for the basics, you know? Like it's like for the people that don't really have the time off that much, like they're finally get to let loose for a night and shit. Like I don't know. It's not my fucking thing.
Yeah. Cappuccino's asking if this is a normal thing, like like podcasting. Yes, we're going to be doing more of this. That's kind of why we're here.
You come here often?
Yeah, what's up? That's kind of why we're here now.
My friend's dad owns this place.
I was thinking, New Year's might as well do a podcast, go live with my fucking peoples, and let's fucking talk about plans for 2024. What we can do, what we want to do, what we'd like to do, what's possible. I'll tell you what, right off the bat, we're going to be doing more podcast. This is going to be a thing. You know, I'm not going to say a specific time. I'm not going to say a specific day, and I'm not going to say a specific amount of podcasting. I don't think that is healthy. I think it's better to just, like, we've already podcasted more in the last 3 weeks than we did in the last 3 months, 6 months, probably a year, just because this shit is here.
In a comfortable way, though, too.
Yeah, like, just came over and we did it. We did 2 with Jordan, and then we're doing 1 right now, and I think we did another one. That's 4. Whatever. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking podcasting for some guys who didn't do it that often before. And the reason is because the shit is set up now at my spot which is a little more central to where we're at. Hayward's a little farther out.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, you know, if Brian comes here, we can podcast. I might do it by myself sometimes. Jordan's down the street. So if he's, you know, it's New Year's. I didn't even fucking hit him today because I think he told me he was out with chicken. But if he's around, I'm going to hit him up. Cody will definitely be coming through. We'll get like a Saturday or Sunday one. That fool lives in Hollister and has a
Papa now.
He has a baby. He also had
Papa Bear.
He just had his first motherfucking Christmas with a baby.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was telling him, I was like, boy, we lightweight blew up and then you had a baby this year? That's a crazy 2023.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny is like, I don't know about you, but I'm always like, at the end of every year, I'm always like, wow, this year fucking sucked. And then I think about it and I'm like, oh yeah, it didn't really suck. You know what I mean? Like all that Death Dealer shit, that whole 5 million fucking views, that all happened this year.
That's fire.
So like,
that's fire.
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna complain about anything.
Honestly, yeah, this was like one of my more productive years in a while. Fucking, our contract went through this year, so we fucking shot.
Oh, that shit that they were fucking striking or like
all that got blown over.
Yeah,
so fucking, you know, like shit's cool. Fucking in my regular fucking life, shit's cool. Fucking as far as like I stopped, you know, being so burnt out trying to do like creative shit. So then now I'm just like fucking exercising all the time and shit,
having fun doing creative shit.
Yeah, and fucking it's been a fucking cool year to where I can actually be like I'm looking forward to the next one for sure.
I'd be upset all the time.
I've had some shitty ones for sure.
I lost
not too long ago.
I lost 3 dogs this year.
Damn.
And not just like rescue dogs, my fucking dogs. Joey, Travion, and Yoda, my dad's dog, my fucking inheritance. Yeah, rough year, man. Like it's weird when you like it as you run a dog rescue and you look at it on paper, they're all gonna be rough. It's never gonna be like, oh yeah, because it's always gonna be you lost dogs and you know, but it's harder because you remember that. It's harder to be like, fuck, every single person we adopted a dog to, we changed their lives. Every person that we were able to step up for and help them financially, we saved dogs' lives. And that shit has a serious impact on people and like makes, you know, that's the kind of like stuff that you do that at the end of the year, you're like, oh, well, yeah, we did that too. It's like, yeah, that was everything though. Like fucking, I'm over here mad about, you know, sad about the 3 dogs I lost, mad about anything when at the end of the day, like motherfuckers got their lives saved, got to keep their babies for longer. Like positive things happened on the back of the work that we did. So hard to say it was anything but a great year.
That's fair.
Dressed like Santa Claus. I dressed like Santa Claus and fucking
that was fun
for little kids and dogs. I guess I'm that kind of dude. Which is like, hey, you know, I think that if you reluctantly end up dressing like Santa Claus, then that's cool.
Well, yeah, if you have to like rely on it for money and you have to, like,
or if it's like something that you really want to do, you're probably like a creepy serial killer ass motherfucker.
That's weird.
That's like a John Wayne.
I don't think anybody truly wants to.
No, it shouldn't.
It's usually like it's a crime of passion.
You should not want to do it. It should be something that is thrust upon you. You're bummed about, and then in the process of doing it, you're like, this is cool. We're making kids happy. This is fun. And then afterwards, you're like, hey, you know what? We made some Christmases bright this year. Like, if you go in excited, you're a creep, and you shouldn't be in that position at all. You should only reluctant Santa Clauses from now on.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Santa Claus. That's what we all need in our lives. Reluctant Santa Claus.
We just need reluctant Santa Clauses. Not too much fucking enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's just like the Tim Allen Santa Claus. He was a reluctant Santa Claus.
He was a reluctant, and that's why everybody
became a great one.
That's why everybody liked him so much, man. Mm-hmm. That's why everybody ignored the fact that he sold cocaine and just let him be Santa Claus.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already had practice fucking going around different countries, fucking flying and
Yeah.
dropping packages off.
Pretty
fucking,
much.
yeah,
Pretty
fucking
much.
it's-
He was already used to most of the Santa
He went
shit.
from fucking giving out a white Christmas to delivering presents on one.
Exactly. It's pretty much the same. I quit smoking.
Yes.
I'm serious. I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to quit altogether. And the thing is I don't need to or even want to quit smoking weed, but unfortunately, I only like smoking weed with tobacco. So I have to quit smoking weed in order to quit smoking tobacco. Maybe at some point in my life, I'll be able to start smoking weed again. But last time I did that, started smoking tobacco again. Because only naturally, if I start smoking weed again and then someone rolls a
Like,
blunt,
you know what would make this better.
I think exactly what happened is somebody rolled up a blunt, and then I'm like, "Oh fuck, that's good." Like, and then I was like, "All right, I'll get a backlit on the way home. Just roll."
That
one up
monkey
later."
scratches.
Monkey. Oh no.
That Belushi, the Belushi's a hard monkey.
The Belushi is a fucking strong monkey. It's the
Yeah.
size. It's a Belushi size monkey, and I mean John Belushi size monkey.
It hangs on.
Standing on my shoulders, fucking fuck. I'll tell you what. I'm still at the stage where I'm like, my wife was like, "You're acting like a dick," and I'm like, "Yes," and she's like, "Tobacco withdrawal doesn't even kick in yet, so you're just being an asshole, just normally." I'm like, well, some of it's mental. You know what I mean? Like even like sure, the physical withdrawal hasn't kicked in yet, but I'm fucking annoyed. You know what I mean? And like multiple times today, have I thought to myself, God, it would just be nice to just light one up. And then, damn. Yeah, no more smoking, guys. I'm done. I got to quit. I'm 40 years old.
Yeah.
It's at this point, it's a health hazard. It's one thing when you're just like, oh, I want to quit because I want to have more energy or more money or whatever. It's like, no, I'm going to die. I'm going to fucking develop a really bad case of cancer if I continue to smoke like this at this age. It's just how it works.
Bueno.
And then when it happens, I'm not going to be like, I get some crazy ass cancer. I'm going to be like, oh, fuck. Like, yeah, it's totally your fault for smoking multiple packs of like smoking in a way that nobody even smokes. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. Yeah, it's quite. It'd be a quite unique way to develop lung cancer. for
and,
sure.
well, when you did, it would be like, duh.
Doctor would be like, "Are you a cigarette smoker?" You're like,
Well,
not quite.
Do you know Fronta leaves? Are you familiar? So I break up a pack into pieces and I pack it
Do you listen to DJ Screw?
Oh, that's hella funny. Just be like, well, not cigarettes per se. I'm at, they have filters, and I don't like that. I'd like to just purely absorb all the nicotine into my body and tobacco and smoke and carcinogens. Tell you what, I'm not fucking looking forward to. Dreams, and I'm gonna have one. I don't know when the first one's gonna come. Probably not tonight.
Yeah.
But God, fuck, I hate dreams.
Yeah, no, I heard a thing too that like they legitimately just backlog. Like, so when you just smoke weed, it's like pressing like a pause button, and then like when you stop, they just flood all back. To where I'm like, yeah, I'm never fucking gonna stop smoking weed. Then
It's not good, dude.
I don't want that backlog on me.
It's not good. And the thing about dreams that are disturbing is that I don't usually remember what I dream, but
Yeah,
I don't like waking up feeling feelings that I don't understand.
that's a good point.
I fucking hate waking up and I'm like, what am I all fucking anxious for? Like, why? What happened? And then I'll remember like I for some reason I kept having this recurring dream that I like failed out of a math class and that I wasn't going to graduate college and that I hadn't like told my parents yet. And I wake up in the morning and be like, fuck, dude, I'm not going to graduate. I'm like, what, dude, I graduated in 2008. What am I doing? Why? I have a fucking diploma. Like, I'll go look at it sometimes. Be like, yeah, it's there. I got this thing. Why do I keep dreaming
Dude.
that I didn't get this thing?
When I first started working at UPS, so we have like those diad boards that we use to like scan the packages and whatnot, and it makes it. The old ones used to make a certain sound when it would like send you a message, And like when you first start, you have to be like everyone's bitch. You have to help everyone all the time. So you would just get like here, like you'd be like driving done with your shit, and it'd be like hella dark halfway getting back, and you'd hear that message go off to be like,
"Bing,
you gotta
help
fucking
this person."
To where it went off so much that like I started having dreams to where I was sleeping, waking up, full on waking up like 2 a.m. like fuck, I gotta go help him, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking dreaming again. That shit used to drive me crazy.
Yeah, it's not tight, dude.
Because those are the only dreams that would actually like get through my fucking weed haze too.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck, my money's in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I've been having like a dream a year for the last decade and a half. And then all of a sudden, like that last time I quit smoking weed, I had fucking like 8 dreams in a week, and I was not stoked on it. Dude, I was bummed.
And I know that shit's real as far as the backlog thing, because if I do happen to have them, they happen when like if I wake up early in the morning and I go back to like
you got
snooze,
another dream.
That's when I'll actually have them, and it'll be shit to where it's like fucking shit that like I'm like in my old house when I was like 13 and shit, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. What the weird, like, I don't get that shit. I don't like that shit. Dreams are fucking foul.
Some voodoo.
Save
shit.
that shit for fucking children with hopes. I don't need any of that. I'm 40 years old, and I just want to see what's happening. I don't want to see fake shit. Oh, it's disturbing. And yeah, if there was any reason to continue to smoke weed, it would be that. But no, I have to have dreams now.
What sucks too is like you almost want to always feel that they're trying to like tell you something or teach you something, when more often than not, it's probably just your brain being on some weird shit.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The backlog, like you said, it's disturbing. I don't understand why I keep having dreams about like childhood, college, high school, things that aren't happening now. Like I've yet to have a dog rescue dream. I've had the dream, the battle rap dream, I have to perform and I don't have a round.
Have you had dreams with your phone yet?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right. Have you ever had the battle rap dream?
I don't think I ever really have.
Oh man, a lot of these motherfuckers out there have. Anybody, like a lot of people who have like battled for a stretch have had a dream or continually have dreams where like they show up for a battle and either they got no material. No, like usually for me, I don't know, it's different for different folks, but my one is I know I don't have a round. Like I know I have 2 rounds and I don't have a third. So like I'm like going into the battle like, oh fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do for the 3rd round? And then all of a sudden the 3rd comes and I'm just in that moment. Like that's the reoccurring battle rap dream. See, look, said the battle rap dream. It's like, yeah, he's had that shit. It's always you're just missing a round, at least for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard a million battle rappers say that. I've heard them on Twitter. I've heard them in person. Like people, yeah, it's a regular thing. I think it because that's such a fearful thing. You know what I mean?
You're just like going over your shit forever, like an all day long, fucking going to probably like practicing before bed. So then
and if you've like been in that moment where you forgot a bar and you were standing there trying to remember what your bar was, even if you got to the bar and it was only a 5-second
and like going through that and then having your next one will make your like practice even more of a manic state, because then you're like sitting
I'm never doing that shit again.
Then you're sitting there overdoing it. Like
I mean like if you look at the way I battled post Charlie Clips, it's fucking hilarious. Like I was fucking around all the way up until the Charlie Clips battle. And then like jet lag, fucked up, got washed. Every other battle I've been in since then, I've known every fucking bar, how I'm gonna move my hands. Like there's no fucking, I'm never playing that game again where it's like, I'll figure it out in the moment. Nope. Bullshit. After you do that shit once and you like really choke and are standing in front of a crowd of hundreds or thousands of people and they're fucking disappointed in your fuck shit, you're not gonna repeat that mistake. Nah. Unless you really suck. But yeah, for me, look at every battle I've done since the Clips battle. Every single one, I was dialed the fuck in. I didn't miss a single. There wasn't a moment where it was like, oh, he's falling off. Like, no, fuck that. We're not falling off anymore. It's fucking that shit. That's a what happened to you one time thing. You know what I mean? It's like driving drunk and getting a DUI. You're like, okay, guess what? we don't fucking drink and drive anymore. We know this shit costs $10,000 or your life.
Dude, honestly, I was told like one of the smartest shit a long time ago, and when I was a little like, younger, I was out drinking and shit, and this chick was like, "Yeah, you might want to slow down on that if you're about to drive." I was like, "Don't worry, I'm a professional." She's like, "Yeah, I thought I was too," until I had to pay the state like $10,000 or some shit like that. Whatever she said, I was like, okay, fair enough."
Homie, I had a lot of homies who used to fucking push the line and limit, and the ones that, you know, unfortunately, like people fucking lost their lives. But like worst case, that was worst case scenario. Best case scenario was $10,000 and you lose your license for 2 years.
Yeah.
I never got a fucking DUI because the homies got them for me. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We're not driving drunk. That shit's too expensive.
I've seen that happen to my stepdad a few times where I was just like, yeah, I don't want it. Like, and I probably had to go to jail too.
Dude,
like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's some
that
shit. They'll literally throw you in jail for that shit. That shit's too. You ever see that? What's that movie with the fucking dude from Game of Thrones where he fucking has to join the fucking Aryan Brotherhood because he fucking got a DUI accident or whatever? Yeah, that part, homie. That part. Forget that our penal system is a gladiator school that turns people into criminals and not makes people better. Damn. So you will go to prison.
You can do your way into the fucking brotherhood.
Yeah, you can go to prison a normal guy and come out a fucking goon, dude. Like, for real.
And now you owe people favors.
Now you owe people favors and you know how to do bad shit. You got connections. Holy shit.
And unfortunately, society won't really trust you because of that. So you have to continue the cycle of doing bad shit in order to survive.
How do we call this a correctional facility? Right. This is nothing is being corrected.
No.
It's a gladiator school.
Literally,
we're making criminals.
Every major system in America is literally like achieving the opposite of what it claims to be trying to do.
Yeah.
Healthcare really just manages you when you're sick. They don't really cure things.
No, they don't cure things. They kill you effectively.
Correctional service just fucking makes you like enslaved and uses you for labor and shit.
Yeah.
Makes money off of you.
Education isn't supposed to teach you anything like it's supposed to teach you specific skills. It's supposed to teach you how to fit into the fucking like as a cog into the machine. You know what I'm saying? So like, is it really education or are they just trying to tell you fucking how to be dumb?
Yeah, who fucking it's a wild
Homie,
wild world.
We're fucking deep. Fucking so deep, I'll put that ass to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck.
That Wyclef. I can't remember if we caught it.
Oh, yeah, check it out. Look. Saying. Your boy's drinking Wyclef. Yeah. Huh? Shouts out to my second favorite Jean. behind Jean-Claude, of course. Fucking all hell Bloodsport. My first favorite refugee. Sorry, Lauryn Hill, you be catting off sometimes. And Jean, Wyclef, my absolute favorite cheap sparkling wine. Wyclef. Shouts. What about you, man? New Year's resolution? Got one?
Nothing specific. I'm just trying to fucking stay healthy and shit. I mean, I guess if anything, I'm trying to fucking use social media a lot less. I look at that shit like just fucking digital cigarettes.
You use it pretty
often. Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say not that much. I was gonna say over the last year.
I've cut it back, but even now I've like come back to it a little bit.
Can I make a suggestion?
I'm trying to pull it back even more again.
I think you should use the internet as much as you want to. And here's my suggestion. Don't have feelings on the internet.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, that's my main thing.
Have you guys noticed I don't have feelings on the internet? Have you ever seen me have feelings on the internet? Maybe a handful of times in life. But like, I don't sit here and say, oh, I'm mad about this. Or my day is bad for this reason. Literally every dude, let's go through Dan tweets. They're all going to be like, -1 is sick. Like, it's never like I'm not ever like trying to elicit some kind of feeling from somebody else or trying to like vent or whatever, because you're throwing fucking emotions in the well, man.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking cares at all. And like having feelings on the internet just makes you like, it makes you look weak for sure.
And yeah, you're just overplaying your hand for no reason, really. It's like fucking, like, we don't really need mind reading devices because like most of us are just out here like freely saying what our emotional states are.
Fucking, that's so true. And nobody needs any kind of like, oh dang, we need to fucking really dig deep into this fool's psyche. Go on his Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite thing is people are always like, men have a problem sharing their feelings. But all men do is share their feelings, you crybaby bitch motherfuckers. Maybe shut the fuck up. Maybe bottle your feelings in like a real man.
Like your grandfather did.
You're like your fucking granddad did, fighting World War II. Quit being a pussy and telling everybody on the internet that I feel sad today. Fucking shut the fuck up. Bitch ass fools.
Grandpa shot people in Iwo Jima and came home and just fucking worked until he fucking died.
So
didn't tell you shit.
Let's see. Out here, 2024, giving shit to homeless people. Fucking Duke update. Duke's gone to sleepover. Fucking making a difference for these dogs. Yeesh. Thought twat for breakfast. Damn, thought twat is so sick, bro. I got a bitch. I got a hoe. Okay. Coffee and a concha. Just coffee and a concha. Just coffee and a concha.
That's a lifestyle right there.
Coffee and a concha.
That's an album name. It's a lifestyle.
You post coffee and a concha. You post coffee and a concha, and you hope somebody reads that and goes,
hell yeah.
damn, I'm going to get coffee and a concha.
That is a great combo.
Or someone's going to go get a concha.
I mean, real talk, that is a better combo than coffee and a donut, too, because the concha sops up the coffee more.
Okay, Adam22, a worse human there never was. Yeah, man, I don't have any feelings here.
Yeah,
Rebel Moon equals sci-fi, Fast and Furious.
Oh, really? I gotta check that out.
Oh, dude, Rebel Moon
which is great because Fast and the Furious is soon about to be sci-fi Fast and the Furious.
I mean, it's so dumb, but does it have to be smart?
Yeah, no.
Like, here's the thing is like,
I want that era of 80s terrible VHS movies that like it was just a cool little action scene.
Let me tell you,
like some weird shit,
graphics are sick,
terrible dialogue.
Homie, this fool rides like this little fucking bird, fucking griffin thing and shit. Like, the reason he's riding it, super fucking dumb.
Yeah, right.
No, it makes zero sense. He's a slave to this guy, and then the guy's like, I'll let you take him if you can get him to ride this bird. And it's like, homie, why didn't you get him to ride the bird? You own him. This makes zero fucking sense. But once he's riding the bird, you're like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Ride the bird, muscle man. Ride the griffin, muscle man. Use it to fight space dinosaurs. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. Rebel Moon it's Star Wars for idiots. It's Star Wars for idiots.
Fuck yeah.
And the reason I say that is because, like, in Star Wars,
there's at least like a political situation.
Well, they're like Star Wars. It's like they'll show fucking Luke staring at the binary moons or whatever, and you're like, oh, I get it. Like, he's a farm guy and he wants to get out of this little planet he's on. And then in Rebel Moon, they'll be like, I'm a farm guy and I want to get off this planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like very arcade game.
Just exposition. And if I didn't like exposition, then I wouldn't watch fucking anime. It's all exposition. Fools would be like, I'm doing this super fireball move where I gain power by pulling from my chi. It's like they explain fucking everything in anime, and I really like it. So I'm not going to be mad at Zack Snyder's dumbass for explaining why fucking homie wants to ride the Griffin, even if it makes no sense. I don't give a fuck. Dude, I'm just
spilling the Wyclef on the sweatpants.
I'm not a good person. I'm having a bad day. Put that on a t-shirt.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I'm not a good person. I'm having a bad day.
Clip that and also clip go muscle man, ride the Griffin. Ride the Griffin, muscle man, ride the Griffin.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know why you're doing it.
Yeah, no, like I said, you just get like comic booky on me, but not Marvel comic book on me. Where, like, you want this shit. I don't want real shit no more. Reality sucks, fool. If I've learned anything in the last 5 years, reality sucks. Give me escape.
Yeah, you even made comic books suck.
Yeah.
Fucking turds. You know what they can't fuck up? Kaiju. And I dare you to try. I dare you to try. Give me 50 Godzilla movies. I want to see just all the kaiju fighting. And if it sucks, then fine. By the time you run it into the dirt, I'll have seen everything I wanted to see. That's my whole thing is like, I'm complaining. Like, yeah, they ruined comic book movies. They fucking suck now. And this is...
I'm watching Loki season 2. It's not terrible.
So fucking good.
It's pretty good.
It's
pretty good.
Standalone.
What If wasn't too bad, but it just
What
felt
If is amazing.
It's good, but it just felt like I'm like, oh, you're just setting me up for the next thing.
Yeah,
give me the whole fucking thing. Give me the whole thing.
Yeah. But
that
like
intergalactic NASCAR shit was wild.
So sick.
Wild.
So sick.
I'm gonna rewatch that.
Yes. Oh fuck, there was another. I like the Kahori one. I love the fucking, you just made a new fucking superhero, and then she rolls on the Queen of Spain, and she's like, what, bitch? Give me your throne. Blah!
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that shit is so fucking raw. But I digress. Point is, like, I don't care if you fuck it up, fine. In the process of fucking it up, you're gonna have to give me everything. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm sitting here complaining about comic book movies now, like they suck. But they did everything, bro.
Yeah,
I got a Punisher fucking TV show where he was bodying fools.
And like the right guy to play him too.
I can't be mad anymore.
Yeah.
Like it could be done now. You did all this shit. I'm good.
Yeah.
Now do all the shit with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Make Godzilla a cop. I want by the end of the day, I want Godzilla to be a beat cop. And then we're like, yeah, we went too far with this shit.
Bring in fucking Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Fucking Godzilla versus Clifford the Big Red Dog. Serious ass Clifford the Big Red Dog. Like, oh shit, this isn't tight. He's actually destroying hell things. Maybe having a big red dog sucks.
I mean, Clifford is a kaiju, right?
He's a fucking kaiju for sure.
Right?
Clifford is definitely a kaiju. Also, dragons are kaiju. Shouts out to Game of Thrones. I'm watching that shit. It's all, hey, any big fucking monsters thing. I mean, whales are almost kaiju. Almost.
Yeah.
They're not scary enough. If they had feet, they would be kaiju.
Did you see that they're fucking using AI to like have almost full on conversations with whales now? And it's fucking like they're kind of even being a little secretive about like how deep the conversations are getting. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to know that we can talk to animals.
Or that there's a species on the earth that's actually smarter than us.
Oh,
That's just like,
yeah, like, oh yeah, you fucking dummies. About time you figured out how to talk to us. We've been trying to tell you shit.
yeah, maybe, hey, stop building all this shit you're building. You're making things worse. You know that,
First
right?
of all, what the fuck? I imagine that has to be the conversation.
First of all, what the
it's
fuck?
just like, wait, you can hear me? You can hear me? Hey, what the fuck, fool?
How are you making things worse? How are you smarter and making things worse?
We've been just swimming around and eating the smaller fish for like thousands of years.
It's good.
What are you doing?
It's good.
What are you doing?
You were supposed to just eat the smaller plants, and now you're being dicks. Stop. Yeah,
I'm not ready for it.
I'd love to hear what like a sentient being that's smarter than us has to say on the planet. I bet you tortoises too. I bet you they're like,
oh
what
yeah,
are you talking
and I'm
about?
not ready for that because they make it old as fuck. Like I found out that a turtle that Charles Darwin had off of the Galapagos Island made it all the way to the 90s and became Steve Irwin's turtle and died in Steve Irwin's care. So I'm like, do you realize the amount of history that fucking tortoise lived through?
Oh, Jesus Christ. He kicked it with
From Darwin to Irwin.
That's insane.
Which sounds like an old Disney fucking movie from the 90s, like Jungle to Jungle and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
From
yeah,
Darwin to Irwin. But yeah, it was Harriet the fucking tortoise. And it mostly was only fucking Darwin's pet turtle because he ate the other ones because Darwin was eating a lot of the fucking animals that he was studying in the Galapagos.
Psycho ass.
Shit, well, I mean, shit happens. You fucking, it's like the 1800s. You go fucking selling in the Galapagos.
I mean, we're eating. We're gonna have to eat to live.
You can't fucking pick up Carl's Jr. out there. Like, and you gotta make do. But they didn't like have enough shit, so they had to eat a lot of the shit that they were looking at.
I figure, like, at some point you go back in history, right? And there's like, you know, people are geniuses. Your Darwins, your Einsteins, you know, Plato. At some point, though, like the smartest person is just as dumb as like the dumbest person now. You know what I mean? Like the smartest caveman was not smarter than me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's no fucking way, right? So like it'd be interesting to get to the point where like you're having a conversation with like the smartest person on the planet at that time, but you're like,
wow, yeah,
but-
that would be kind of.
but
cool.
you're also a fucking idiot. Like you're as smart as you are, but like someone like Einstein or whatever, or like Oppenheimer is like smarter than I am today.
Yeah,
even though he was 100 years or 50 years or whatever behind me. Like,
yes,
but go back far enough. Go back like 1,500, 2,000, 5,000 years, 50,000 years. You're talking to a motherfucker who's the smartest person on the planet, who's dumb as fuck, doesn't know fucking how to wipe his ass properly. You know what I'm saying?
it depends.
I don't know.
Some did, some don't.
I just want mental superiority over cavemen. It's the Wyclef talking, I'll tell you that.
It is interesting to think about like people that would have been timelessly intelligent. Like their only limit was certain knowledge that just wasn't available to them yet, but they could still fucking hang with somebody that would be intelligent years after their time.
Yeah.
But they're just like, oh yeah, you could do this and this and this. I've never seen that before, but it looks like this.
And then again, we get back to what we were talking about with the whales, where like, what does your intelligence even mean? I was like, oh yeah, you know how to build a building? You fucking idiot. You don't even need to build a building. You just roll around in the water and eat these fish.
I think
what is wrong with you?
I think Louis C.K. had a joke like that where he was like fucking he's all, I don't know why Christians even want Jesus to come back. Like he's gonna be upset at you. Like,
he's gonna be
because he's just gonna be like, what did you do? He's like, why? What are you doing out here? And he's like, well, yeah, we needed to like, we needed to have like jobs and stuff. He's like, what's a job? What is a job? He's like, well, it's, like you like go and you work and you get money so you can like go and buy like food.
What
and
the
stuff.
fuck are you talking about?
He's like, just eat the shit I
Eat
put on the
food.
ground.
I made food come out of the ground.
He's like, why are the polar bears brown? He's like, well, we needed oil. He's like, what's oil? He's like, well, we put it in cars so we go to our jobs and stuff. He's like, why?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
He's like, I gave you everything you needed.
Smart is stupid, and stupid is smart for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we are alive here in the world in 2024.
No, yeah, I used to be trying to work on a bit where I was just like, you know how fucking stupid you have to be to think you're smart?
Yeah. I mean, the older you get, the more, like, as the smartest thing that I do as I get older is, like, pretending I know shit less. You know what I mean? Like, 5 years ago, if I was in a conversation with someone, I mean, 10 years ago, whatever, if I'm in a conversation with someone and they know something I don't, I might make it seem like I know what they're talking about to some degree. But like 40-year-old Dan, like 30-year-old Dan is like, wants you to think that I know what you're talking about. 40-year-old Dan, no, repeat that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and I'm trying to learn something today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that is the difference between like older and younger Dan. I wanted people to think I was smarter when I was younger. As an older man, I'm fully aware I don't know shit.
Yeah.
And like, if you know something that I don't know, I'm not gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about. In fact, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and listen to what you have to say all the way, because I know I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like younger, like high school me wants the cool kids to think that I know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Instead of like just shutting the fuck up and listening so that I actually knew what they were talking about later.
Yeah.
I guess that's age and wisdom, is learning how to shut the fuck up. That's the most important skill you can learn as you get older, is how to shut the fuck up and listen to somebody else who probably knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, you said one of my favorite things a while back too. You were saying some shit about like, you're like, everyone just talks about how we need to talk more about mental health, and that's all we've been doing for like the last 5 fucking years, and everyone's just sad. He's like, I think it's time for everyone just to shut the fuck up.
That's not a bro. That's why my wife does not like me. Is that right there? That is the reason right there. Is because she's like, oh yeah, you think this is a game? And I'm like, no. Why? Why don't we just not have problems? How about that? Yeah. No, I love it when people are like, even in 2024, fools will be like, you know, men have a hard time talking about their feelings. Homie, go on Twitter. It's just a bunch of men talking about their fucking feelings all the time.
Getting their feelings about LeBron and Jordan.
Shut up, you bunch of pussies. Fucking, or just whatever. Like, fools are
WWE shit,
fools are more willing to talk about their feelings now than ever.
Yeah.
Fools are, it's bottled in, men commit suicide. And it's like, fools commit suicide because they're drunk, not because they're bottling up their feelings. They're telling you on Twitter that they're sad, and then they're going to get drunk and shoot themselves in the head because you didn't help solve their problems.
And it's like, honestly, and this is probably the dumbest thing, but it's kind of true. Like, at a certain point, it's just like, you have to just kind of ignore that shit a little bit. Like, you can feel your shit. And, like, if there's real shit going on, like, there's real shit going on. But at a certain point, like, you can kind of also, like, be, like, self-indulgent in your own fucking self-pity. Like, to where, like, you're, like, overdoing it and, like, you don't even realize it. Like, it's just, like it's like fucking, like, you get, like, a one sick day off, but you want a week now. Yeah! You know?
Oh, yeah, we're going to do, oh, you're sad. It's like, homie, be sad today. Don't make sad your existence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking shit. You know what happens is people get a little attention off the back of that shit, and then they think like, oh, God, dude.
And let's be real. Some fools were probably getting their dick wet for a second, looking like the emotionally open person.
God bless you.
A lot of us try to copy them.
God bless you for using fake emotions to get pussy.
'Cause I mean, fucking emotional SoundCloud rap was definitely a lane for a second.
God damn.
It's sad but true.
I wish I could have been a SoundCloud rapper. I don't even know what I am.
Yeah.
I'm like some weird false entity rapper. I told Cody, I was like, homie.
You guys are like NFTs or gorillas or something.
2024? I don't know who Death Dealers Anonymous is. I have no fucking idea who that is. They're awesome. Sound sick. Good music. That's not me. And then you're going to be like, no, dude, that's you. Look at you in this video. That's you. You posted this on this channel. No, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me. And I've never seen that shit in my life.
Yeah.
But it's pretty tight. That's
the music's so good, it's criminal. So you got to fucking.
That's how I'm playing DDA. I told Cody, too. I'm like, you could be aware that I'm in the crew, but I'm not going to be aware that I'm in the crew. I'm going to completely feign ignorance.
Some Men in Black shit.
100% from this point forward. In fact, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What are you talking about? You like DDA? Cool. I do too. Don't know who that is. And don't fucking ask me about it.
Fair enough.
It's better. You just get a bunch of you just get a DistroKid check, and then you don't have to ask any questions. Or homie, they're gonna figure out
as all I intended.
I'm me, and then it ain't that tight. No. It's so much better if I'm a weird internet ghost.
All my favorite artists, I kind of intently like don't look more into them.
Yeah,
especially after fucking the internet exposing people. I'm like, I don't want to find out how many more of these fools are fucking doing some wild shit.
Yeah, man.
Just give me fucking more songs.
You know, that's the thing. I've been watching a lot of videos about like YouTubers who are actually like creepy human beings and like ruin their careers through creepery or whatever.
Let's go.
Homie,
creeper.
This generation made the most untalented, useless people popular and famous. And then they're like surprised that these people are creeps. And it's like, because there used to be fucking standards for what created talent and success. Yeah. Like, dude, you go all the way back to like the 20s and like vaudeville. These motherfuckers had to dance, sing, like they had to know how to do every fucking thing. Now you literally don't have to have any skill whatsoever. Like not a one. You don't have to be good at video games to be a video game streamer. You don't have to be pretty to be a model. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Like literally, like we've created this fuck shit world where we made a bunch of really lame people famous for nothing other than being like in the center of attention. And then we're like, oh my God, I'm surprised this guy's a creep. I'm surprised this guy's a rapist. I'm surprised this guy's a what? Dude, like literally there were systems for building these celebrities in the past, and they weeded out the creeps and the racist with talent. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
and there's just something to be said of like if you were actually a talented fucking act at one point.
Well,
like,
it's not
even
like,
if shit got unpopular for you, like you still had something to fall back on. Like you could still go do like a live show somewhere or whatever, just to scrape by or whatever. Whereas like these people, they hit it big off of nothing, and then the fallout's even more.
They
crazy.
hit it big off of nothing, and then they say some racist shit, or they try to groom their fucking followers, and then instead of like being able to make a comeback, it's like, no, you were never tight in the first place. So now, like, your grooming or whatever weird shit is the most important thing about you. Like, it's like, for instance, Michael Jackson, like, you know, all sorts of weird, creepy shit, right? But
the
like,
music
is so good. It outshines any of the creepy shit, right? But you can't say that with these weird little internet fuckheads where you're like, oh, like, this fool's a better streamer than he is a creep. It's like, no, you're just a creep, period. You can't moonwalk. You can't fucking sing.
R. Kelly literally sang fucking what is it? Do you have your shots?
Do you have your
passports? Do you have your shots? And would you like to come back with Rob to America? And it was beautiful.
To America.
He had backup vocals on that shit. And it sounded amazing.
Do you got
this fool was literally not keeping no secrets.
Passport? Do you got your shots? Do you wanna come back with R. Kelly to America?
America.
No, that shit is so
so good. It's so good, and this fool's literally admitting to being a fucking predator, basically.
Yo, that is one of my
amazing.
That is the funniest R. Kelly moment in the world to me. He's like,
it's like real life AI.
Do you have your passport? Do you have your shot?
Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to
America?
America. It's every time I hear the background is what kills me the most. Because it's like it's already one thing. It's him. He's wild. He sings good. But just the fact that his background singer fucking added along to the shenanigans.
Do you have your shots and do you want to come back to America is fucking hilarious, dude.
That fool.
It is so funny if you think about it.
He's fucking.
It is amazingly funny if you think about it.
That fool's a knucklehead.
If by knucklehead you mean violent, fucking sociopathic fucking abuser, then
know.
yes.
Yeah,
a knucklehead.
That fool's a knucklehead, dog.
You know, a knucklehead. Oh shit, Ryan! I'm really proud of you for bringing up the "Do you got your passport?"
Oh,
Steve?
yeah.
Got your shot.
It's so good. I watch that sometimes just when I'm feeling a little down.
If I'm feeling a little down, I want to see my homie in South Africa asking bitches if they got passports and shots. You want to come back and be a sex slave? Fuck.
You trying to get in a Lifetime documentary?
He's trying to get in a Lifetime documentary. Ah!
America.
America. Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck, the back of my head hurt.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
Oh, shit. No one will ever be that Goonie again.
No, for good reason.
My man's reached peak goonery. He's not.
Chris Brown was trying.
Chris Brown he's not even fucking close, bro. He's not even on the Richter scale at this shit. My man's was gooning so hard.
So hard, man.
And every once in a while I'd be like, you know, but an incredible singer.
See, and that's where Jeffrey Epstein went wrong, fool.
Yeah. With not having any talent?
Yeah. If he had an amazing voice,
If he had an amazing voice.
if Jeffrey Epstein had fucking 3 solid fucking gold albums, maybe maybe
we'd have a completely different perception.
maybe wouldn't be so mad at Bill fucking Gates.
I mean, think about how much of us love fucking Michael Jackson, regardless of what we know, what we factually know about him. I think it's fair to assume that if Jeffrey Epstein had a few gold records, that we might have a different perception.
That's why Bill Clinton plays the saxophone. He knew better. Boy.
He's like, got your passport. Got your Can you imagine him doing the backups for R. Kelly?
Fuck. Damn. We missed that one.
Motherfucker, it looked like the McDonald's moon with a fucking saxophone. It's just so enchanting.
That's so specific. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
It's all about how the Epstein list came out and nobody cares.
And everyone was like, yeah, we knew.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Bill Gates and Bill Clinton?
Yeah, we already
Sure. Knew. Exactly. Every once in a while, there's like a Chris Tucker on there where you're like, what?
Yeah, it's like, what?
And he was like, come on, man, I got invited to a party.
Which, well, it confused me because I was just like, you kind of fell off after Rush Hour, too. Like, that shit didn't do you no favors. You were just hanging out with pedos for no reason.
It's like, man, to talk about like Friday being such a hit that you don't have to have a good movie for 10 years to end up on Epstein's Island. Jeez.
Yeah, fuck.
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, fucking at least fucking when Gwyneth Paltrow fucking gave old fucking Harvey a fucking handy, it got her in a couple roles.
Jeez Louise.
Shit. It's a tough business.
I'm really surprised that shit isn't more like
people care.
Yeah. But
Right.
I mean, fuck, think about all the things that people don't care about.
Yeah, it would be a long list.
It would be a long.
Just throw that up on the pile.
It would be a long list of terrible ass things
It's
that
like,
we
look,
don't care about.
dog, we fucking.
Oh, are you surprised we let this ride?
Yeah.
Do you remember what else we let
It's
ride?
like, homie, on the regular, I spend most of my time looking at flashing pictures on a device that was made off of slave labor, fool. And don't fucking buck the trend, homie.
Everybody knows.
Why
this.
you want to rock the boat?
Never. Not in 2024.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year.
Do you have any? Again, no resolutions for you. You're
Not
just gonna
specific.
try
Just try to be more healthy. Fucking still, like you said, fucking use social media, but not be all fucking really personal about it. Not try to be like giving into fucking emotional.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Give
gonna
no real
suggest.
opinions. Or
I'm
nothing.
gonna suggest that you completely, fully immerse yourself in social media without having feelings.
Yes.
Like
good one.
that you just go right back like tomorrow, like you never left.
Oh yeah, I don't even. I mean, I still be looking at shit. I'm just trying not to like.
I'm saying you go back to posting tomorrow, like you never left,
Fair
and those posts don't include any of your feelings at
Fair
all.
enough.
Like not a single fucking feeling you have, except for maybe anger. Sometimes you're allowed to be like,
Yeah.
man,
This habanero jam sucked.
this bitch is trash. Like, that's okay. You could say that. That's okay. What you can't do is be like, I'm feeling really low today. Like, save
Yeah.
that shit. Homie,
Yeah.
call your girl and tell her that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Definitely don't tell me. And don't tell the internet. Okay? We don't want to hear it. We want you to save that for the people. Yo, my man's Alicio. You know Alicio, right?
Oh yeah.
So Alicio said one time, I can't remember what like the scenario was, but he was driving someone home and fucking like dude fucked up and like gave him the wrong directions or whatever, and he's just going the wrong place. The dude kept apologizing, and fucking Alicio was like, dude, I don't want to be fucking comforted by no one but my fucking lady. And that's the funniest thing to me in the world. You just like to have a homie being like, hey man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Hey, here you are. I'm sorry.
I won't be
And at least
comforted by no one but my lady.
Bro, homie, I don't want to be comforted by nobody but my fucking lady. Shut the fuck up.
What's funny too is like he's not the most like Vato type fool, but like he always does be wearing like a flannel and shit like that. And that's like such a fucking strong Vato thing to say and shit. So like I'm just picturing that scenario too. He's like in somebody.
No, it's just someone is just like apologizing to him, like sincerely telling him they're sorry. And
Like,
this fool
nah,
turns is
fool.
like, hey, Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to be comforted by nobody but my lady. That is
so great.
That is the best attitude to have. That is a real man right there. And please do that. Be that guy. Don't want to be comforted by no one but your lady. Don't be a bitch for nobody but your lady. Go home, act like a bitch there. Go home, be a bitch, be a crybaby, be sad, be whatever. Go out into the public and be a fucking man and keep that shit off the internet. I don't want to see it in 2024 because I don't care about your feelings. Real shit. Is that it? We're done?
Yeah, I think so. We have 59.
59?
Yeah.
Motherfucking 59 one time. All right. Hey, look. 2024. Things we want to do. Gonna podcast more. Gonna be out here.
Yeah, this shit's fun.
Once a week.
It's a good look.
At least fucking anytime Ryan can pull up, I'm gonna start fucking doing solo joints. Jordan's still close. Cody's gonna start coming down on weekends. I know motherfuckers are like, oh, I want to see Fredo and Caustic and fucking everybody. Yo, open invitation. Please, I'd love any of the homies to come through. I know Caustic is doing like live video game shit. They do video game streams once a week. Really cool shit. So I'd like to get Caustic in to talk about video game stuff. But anybody who wants to come by and talk about anything, man, like open door. There are still some subscribers here and some fans that fucking love the people who came up through this channel. So if you're one of those people, come on through. And if you're not one of those people and you're just a homie and you want to promote something or you want to fucking just kick it, hit me up. On the same token of like, I'm not going to like set a schedule and I'm not going to be like hounding fools to come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's probably going to be a lot. It's probably going to be me and Ryan and Jordan and Cody mostly. But open invitation to anybody who wants to fucking come. And I will try and reach out to folks here and there. Like I said, I am going to reach out to Caustic. I'm going to try to get him to come in and talk about video game stuff because I'm interested and I want to know what he's got going on.
Yeah, just keep the notifications on. You'll fucking see it.
Yeah, like if you are subscribed to the channel, like you have been forever.
Never know who's pulling up.
You never know.
Never know.
And yeah, you one day it might be the whole old squad here acting like fucking assholes, or never. And no promises.
No promises.
But God bless you. Have a fucking great year. Adopt, don't shop, and support the movement. AdoptMyBlock.org. We love fucking your continued support, and we will continue to keep saving these dogs. God bless you, motherfuckers. Have a happy new year.
Hell yeah.
Look at my hair. Ooh, that's weird.